Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have two things to apologize about. One is if you see some fuzziness over here, it's just the lamp that I have directed because it is 5:30 and it's dark out. And then two, I have a space heater going on because it's freezing cold in my house and I refuse to turn it off. So we're just gonna have to ignore it. But anyways, today I wanted to do a video on how I journal. So this is the journal that I've been using since September, October. I finished my other one. That one took me, I think, a couple months to go through. But yeah, so I'm just using a moleskin, just like a moleskin, and it's one of the lined ones. This is like the super basic, like black one. But yeah, so this is what I've been using to journal with. And I have all my notes written down, so if I'm looking down, that's why. So the way that I'm going to structure this video is that I kind of have four main points that I'm going to go through. So those points are just like different writing techniques, different journaling techniques that I do. So the first one is my everyday writing. The second one is my negatives to positives practice. The third one is my gratefulness practice. And then the last one is prompts, so little journaling prompts. So we'll start off with the everyday journaling. So this is what I do every day, typically. This is like my general everyday. I have kind of two types of everyday journaling practices, but this is my general one that I do every single day. My main goal when it comes to journaling is just to always get something down. So whether that be a quote I hear that day, a line from a song that I hear that day, me just saying today was a good day, today was a bad day, just writing a sentence a day. It doesn't have to be anything deep, meaningful, just whatever comes to your mind or whatever you want to record for that day. I also will like to do kind of like a little daily check-in, whatever is on my mind. So kind of the same thing. Usually I open up my journal, and if I don't have something that I know I want to talk about, I just will kind of stare at the page, think about my day, or maybe like I had a thought that I want to write down and I'll write that down. And this can also be going back to song lyrics. Sometimes, usually, the music you're listening to depends on your mood for that day. So I'll take a line and I'll kind of write about like, how does this make me feel? Like I think I've done, I'm going to go through some past entries. I'm not going to go into specifics on anything that I wrote, but I do know, I think was it back in December, I was going through like a not too great period and I was kind of having some writer's block and I didn't know what to write about, and then I was listening to a lot of music. Okay, yeah, so one quote, I was watching, so yeah, sometimes I just have like this one, how can I show this? Yeah, so like this one was just a little one-liner and it's just a quote, and it was from Lucy Moon. I was watching a YouTube video of hers and she said being uncomfortable helps you grow, and I really like that, so I wrote it down for me to go back to and look at and kind of be like, where was I at Saturday, December 19th? And that was kind of my mood. I needed something. I have written little song lyrics or verses in here that I come up with. So this is I'm just kind of going through and seeing what, I'll do little countdowns, so like 10 days until Christmas, kind of where I'm at with either the school term, my life, up till Christmas, presents, and all that kind of stuff. I know I did write some song lyrics down, and I want to go see. Oh, I have a line. I don't know who this is from. Don't be furious, be curious. And then I have a line from Phoebe Bridgers. You don't have to be alone to be lonesome. It's easy to forget. Really just whatever I'm in the mood for. I don't like to put much of an emphasis on journaling. I don't like having to feel like I have to write something super meaningful every single day or something that helps change me as a person, which prompts kind of do. Sometimes I will write little notes. I'll have it open like during therapy and I'll write down stuff that really sticks with me and is important to me. But yeah, so that's kind of what I do every day. So yeah, there's more like vague entries. And then next is my negatives to positives practice. This one I really, really love. This one I do specifically on bad mental health days. So if I'm having a really crappy day, I'm in a super low slump, I'm feeling depressed, I am depressed, just anything like that, this is a really great practice. And this is something that I've done that has honestly changed the way I look at my depression. Negatives to positives, I start with writing out all the bad. Just spew out everything. It doesn't matter what it is, just spew like, I hate this person. I've had an example that I can give is that I was really, really angry at a person, and so in that moment I wrote out everything, just all the mean stuff, everything I hate about them, how they made me feel. And then, so yeah, you just write out all of this, you just get that ugliness out, and then you start kind of looping in some positives. Kind of, well, because they did this, I now know this. Because they did this, I now have this. Like, it's sunny out, I am in good health, I have good friends, I have good people around me. Just because this person left my life, or just because I didn't get this job, means that I can just work harder and be more focused to get that better job. Or I know what I want now in relationships because of what this person did. You know, you just pull out you take all the negatives, spew it out, get all the ugliest out, and then you bring in the good things. This is something that really helped my mental health, was always finding a silver lining. Always. I can always pull a positive from a situation. Not every single situation has positives. There are things that are just bad, but trying to find that silver lining really kind of shifted my perspective. And so now I hold a much more positive perspective, and it makes me feel a lot better. So yeah, it's just a perspective shift, and it's a good thing to practice. I started practicing like a positivity mindset, which I can go more into detail about in another video, but doing this practice whenever I was really, really angry or upset really helped me become a more happy person and more positive, just radiate a little bit better energy, in my opinion. So yeah, that's a really nice one that I like to do. I can always like write out these also in the comments, because I know I ramble a little bit and I don't always make sense. Anyways, so the third thing is my gratefulness practice. And this is something that I used to do every single day because my favorite singer, Jenna McDougall from Tonight Alive, she would post these kind of little gratefulness everyday prompts. And so I used to follow them. And my favorite was these, I am thankful, and I am grateful. So this could be any type of gratefulness prompt. That's just the one that I used to do. I think I did daily for a couple months, and I just kind of fell off it. But I would really want to start incorporating that back in, because there's another nice thing to practice, because it's a little bit of self-love and it's a little bit of reflection. You can do these. I know some people do them morning and night, but you can just do morning, night. I like doing things in the morning more, because it kind of, what you think, you put yourself into that mood. So if you wake up and you say, oh, today's going to be a good day, more or less, it will be. If you wake up and say, oh, today's going to be a horrible day, you put yourself in that negative mindset, and it's going to be like that. So I like doing those kinds of prompts in the morning. And sometimes I will like to do like a self-reflection at the end of the day, being like, how was the day? Or like, where am I at mentally now? Because it's such a long time. So I am happy, I am loved, anything like that. Something, it doesn't have to be, again, journaling doesn't have to be super in depth. It can be the most basic things. And you can say, I am happy, I am loved every single day for a week. It truly is up to you. That's the beauty of journaling. It's all about your thoughts. So it's whatever you're feeling. So yeah, the one that I used to practice is I am grateful, and I am thankful. And then you just write out the little like sections behind them. Finally, prompts. I'm not the best at prompts. I am honestly kind of really, really bad at doing like self-reflections and really like in-depth journaling. I just find, honestly, with therapy, I feel like I can only do so much self-reflection and understanding of myself. So sometimes they can get really, really overwhelming to me. But I know lots of people who really enjoy them. And if you want some, I can try and find some and link them down below. some websites that have some really great journaling prompts. But again, prompts don't have to be super in-depth, like talking about your childhood or something, or some hardships or traumatic experiences that you went through. Sometimes it just can be like, why do you prefer sunrises over sunsets? Why do you prefer, so it's kind of, I mean, you could take that as a spin, as in a deep thing. Do you prefer beginnings or endings? Those kind of things. You could take, what do I love most about myself? What do I offer to my friend group? What do I love most about my friends? What do I love most about my significant other, etc.? The beauty of journaling is that it's there to make you feel better. It's a way to express yourself. It's a way to get frustrations and even happiness out. Sometimes when I'm really, really happy, I will journal first, and then I can kind of reflect and look back at, well, who do I want to share this with? Or do I even want to share this yet? So it's a nice stepping stone, especially in today's age of just how quick people can respond to things. I always like, again, when I'm really upset, I prefer to journal first and then talk about it. Because then I kind of putting stuff out, putting words onto paper, you can kind of look at it from a different light. And so it's really nice to be able to look at it, kind of like step out of yourself and be like, well, if I was hearing this from a different person, how would I feel? How would I react? So it's nice. It's a nice little wall that you can put up. That's a healthy wall. Yeah, so those are my little ways that I journal. I will leave, some like little details in the description, just because I do know that I ramble and I kind of go all over the place and I don't fully know what I say until the end of the video. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you took something from it. Let me know how you journal, what your favorite types of journaling are. And I'm gonna leave a little prompt for you today. First, say something nice about yourself. And 2, why? What do you love most about yourself? And what is something when you are having a really crappy day, what is something nice that you do for yourself? It's a nice thing to think about. So yeah, say something nice to yourself today, write about it. Write about a little self-love expression that you do to yourself. You need a little bit more love and a little bit more kindness. So yeah, I'll leave you on that note, and I will see you guys next week with another new video. Bye.